Here are 3 records I've acquired recently. I like them, and you might like them too. First one is an artist named Kate Bollinger. I believe she hails from Virginia. This is an EP called A Word Becomes a Sound. I became aware of Kate Bollinger when the YouTube algorithm threw up a good recommendation for once, her song Candy. Her style of music is, I would call it jazzy pop, or poppy jazz. The songs are very loop-based. They get into a groove, and then that continues for a few minutes. It's very pleasant listening. I would like to hear her vocals maybe a little bit higher up in the mix so I can make out the lyrics. Maybe that's an old man complaint. And maybe the songs could be developed more in a traditional song style with a verse and chorus and a bridge and all of that stuff. But she has just graduated college, so now she'll be able to dedicate more time to her music career, and I'm sure she'll take my comments on board. The record came on not just blue vinyl, but what is described as cobalt vinyl. So I hope I don't get cobalt poisoning from that. Next up is Thanya Iyer. This is a case where Thanya Iyer is both the name of the main person and the name of the band, sort of like Alice Cooper or Pink Floyd in that respect. I heard about Thanya Iyer from Paste magazine. They do a weekly roundup of new releases. And very smartly, Thanya Iyer recorded a long video. It has about 20 minutes worth of music from this album in that video. So it gives you a very good sampler, because it's very hard to describe their music. I do feel it's sort of jazzy in ways, freeform jazz, maybe a bit of neo-soul, instrumental, pizzicato violin, a little bit of trumpet. Every now and then there'll be a little bit of dissonance will creep in, which I think is a good thing just to keep you on your toes. But I really like this album. The songs are really very positive about being kind to yourself and remembering to hydrate, which is very important, of course. This one comes on delicious vinyl, described as cream in clear. So it's clear vinyl with this creamy center. Now I have been licking the vinyl since I got the record. I haven't made it through to that creamy center yet, but I will keep on licking that. And finally, the album from 2018. When I first bought this on CD, I was playing this daily, and I had not gone overboard for a record for a long time before that. It's from an artist called Molly Burch. She's, I think, originally from LA, but lives down in Austin now. Her style of music, I would say it's kind of retro. You could certainly hear her performing at the bar in Twin Peaks. Maybe we should start a campaign to get that to happen. The great thing about Molly Burch, the number one thing, is her voice. She actually studied, I believe, jazz vocal performance in college. And she really uses her voice well. It can go up high, she can bring it down deep, but in a very sort of playful way. I like the way she stretches out some words. When she sings There She Goes, it's more like There She Goes on the song Wild. I first heard about Molly Burch from the website Flux Blog, run by a music journalist called Matthew Perpetua, and he had recommended her. He's actually given me some good recommendations over the years. Her lyrics are fun. I mean, that's the number one thing I would say about this album, First Flower, is that it is just a fun album to listen to. The song Wild is great, Candy is great, but I think the standout track is definitely To the Boys, which I think could become her signature tune if it hasn't already. This one just comes on plain black vinyl the way God intended. So 3 records, I really like them. I think you might too.